It's Top That Trade time. Joining us for that is Alan Nuckman, is Chief Market Strategist at BullseyeOption.com, and Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor. Here we go, guys. Round number one, Apple shined. After new record highs on Wednesday, Apple shares have been tumbling about $10. Has Apple lost its shine?
No, I don't think so. And I don't think the market's lost its shine as well. So let's remember the NASDAQ's still up more than 20% this year, and we've only pulled back just a couple of percent from the all-time forever top. Looking at Apple, it's come back to its breakout point. It had traded between 140 and 160 for many months. So this is an interesting level to keep an eye on. Let's remember they are coming out with the Apple Car. They've got 1 billion users, and looking at their buyback program, it looks like they're going to continue to buy back their stock for the next 15 years.
Alan has liked Apple since Johnny Appleseed. I mean, let's face it. I mean, I've never heard him say anything bad about Apple. And let's face it, he's been right. I mean, Apple just keeps going up and up and up. And every pullback, he's been a buyer. So right now, so I can only assume he can afford a fleet of Apple cars by now because he's been in this stock forever. I think Alan's absolutely right. I think that Apple right now is in a very good cash position. They have new products coming out. And this is one of those stocks that, until proven otherwise, is like those old stocks that you want to own forever.
Round number two, Commodities Corner. Oil spill and cocoa crush, two commodities that are now at multi-month lows, but which resource will be a go?
I like them both, but I think oil is the most ridiculously I've oversold I've seen a market in a long time. I mean, if you see, this is the 9th biggest crash in oil prices in the history of oil. So this is right up there with some of the biggest moves. What we've seen in every one of these moves throughout history, that this presents a buying opportunity. Not today, maybe not tomorrow, but a lot of this has been on fear about the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 situation. If that proves not to be as bad as the market thinks, then oil could be in for a big snapback. But take a look at cocoa.
Cocoa has had ideal weather. It's been trading between 2,000 and 3,000 for 5 years, between 2,400 and 2,600 for a year. So this 2,500 is really important, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of cocoa, so that'll be some sweet chocolate.
Round number three, top 10. Inflation talk is everywhere. Give us some reasons not to panic, people.
Well, first of all, I don't panic. Price movement is opportunity, but I think we have to go back to the old saying, jobs, jobs, jobs. We had the lowest new jobless claims in 52 years here recently. There's more jobs than we can shake a stick at. Wages are rising. And so there's a lot of positives there. But going back to the commodities we just talked about, everybody said a couple weeks ago that high energy prices were a bad sign. Now, low energy prices, they can't be a bad sign too, can they? So I think there's a ton of positives. Interest rates are going down, a ton of positives right now.
At the end of the year, we always get, the word of the year and, what was the year? Let's face it, transitory. It was still 2021, right? That we're retiring that. We heard that from the Fed chairman, that transitory is going to be retired. So what that means is if you're ever wrong about anything, you're not wrong. You just have to retire the word. And, just say, hey, so that's what I'm going to do.
Here's the bonus round question for today. This week, news came out that Canada had to tap into its strategic reserves for what? Oil, nutmeg, or maple syrup?
That is duh, eh? It's maple syrup, and it coincides with the same time that we were talking about, and China was talking about tapping into the reserves as well. And even just that talk brought oil prices down. Well, other things too.
It's got to be maple syrup, but if you threw beer in there as one of the choices, I would have gone with beer.
We have two winner chicken dinners. Maple syrup is what they're tapping into, their liquid gold. Thanks so much, guys. You are golden to us. Business First AM continues right after this quick break.